Right, what's happening, people, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my small friend, very short man over here, Josh Aveste.
I can't believe how tall you are.
Would you ever consider actually changing your middle name by default to Big Dog?
Big Dog, I would. After,
Or the
after
Big
what you
Dog,
did.
Josh the Big Dog
I'm going
Aveste.
to go fan favourite.
Yep.
Big Dog Aveste.
Had anyone ever called you the Big Dog before me?
No, never. No, never, no. Because people think I'm actually really small.
Yeah.
I'm actually a small dog to a lot of people.
Yeah, on camera, you look a little bit shorter. On camera, I look a little bit taller.
Yeah.
Which is why we should just live our lives on camera.
I think you're lying to the audience, though, because the audience know that you're actually 6'5". I don't know why you keep doing this.
5'6", I think you mean. Right, we are going to talk about Chelsea's wage bill in today's video, and we are going to rate the players on whether they are performing in line with their current salaries, whether they're outperforming their current salaries, or whether they are underperforming their current salaries. And we're going to unearth a few hidden secrets on this wage bill, aren't we?
Honestly, there's some surprises in there. There's some people that are on far more money than they deserve. And there's a few surprises that are not earning enough money.
Why don't you, just to whet our appetite right now then, why don't you just hit us with a surprise?
Okay.
Just so these lot can see what sort of content they're in for today.
What about this? Tosin Adarabioyo, he's just come to the club.
Yep.
Would you say he's in the B team?
He's very firmly in the B team. However, Liverpool match coming up. Make sure you're here for the preview, for that game. I think he'll be in the A team.
I think he will
make it into the A team.
But so far, he's been in the Conference League squad. He's not featured that heavily. And we do know that the starting pairing at centre-back is Levi Coe and Wesley Fofana.
Yep.
But he earns over double what Noni Madueke earns.
I wouldn't play Noni Madueke centre-back, personally.
I wouldn't play him centre-back. I mean, he's pretty techie
No, but Noni Madueke,
for a modern centre-back.
Who is the most techie centre-back of all time?
Alex,
yeah, probably.
No, David Luiz. David Luiz by a mile. David Luiz did not want to be a centre-back.
I know David Luiz has more like highlight reel goals, but I don't know. If I had the ball 40-odd yards out, I'd probably let Alex hit it rather than David Luiz, because what Alex did, right? Alex was a conversion rate man, I would say. Like, do you remember, like, obviously, the goals live long in the memory and the misses don't unless you were in the...
Bless you.
Unless you were in the stands for them. But I remember being in the stands and seeing David Luiz hit quite a few, a fair distance over the bar.
He did.
Sterling versus Leicester vibes.
But his dribbling, I'd want David Luiz on the ball. You know, if David Luiz was going to, pop up on the right wing, whipping across, I think he'd do a better job than Alex.
Do you know what? I'm going to upset Brian here. I'll give you the most techie centre-back of all time.
Colaccini?
Steve Bruce.
Yeah, that is absolutely
Does anyone
rubbish.
on here...
None of these guys are old enough to remember Steve Bruce. I don't remember Steve Bruce.
Some of them do.
I don't remember Steve Bruce.
You lot do. Steve Bruce, the manager, the one you're thinking of, that managed Newcastle and Sunderland and a few other teams and that. He was a prolific goal-scoring centre-back in his day. I haven't got the stats to hand, so I'm going to make some up. No, go and look at them. Go and look at them. Go and look at them yourself. Before we get into this, should we quickly tell them what we're up to?
Yes, where are we right now? What are we doing?
Are in the land, or the kingdom,
of
Saudi Arabia, one of our favourite places to go.
We're back.
What did I tell the two girls at the airport?
You shouldn't say that on camera. What you told those two girls?
Told them I was going here for a stag do.
Quickly move on.
They didn't know whether to take me serious or not.
So here we go. I've pulled up Steve Bruce's career.
Yes.
Yeah. How many goals? Can you see it?
36 goals.
For Man United in 309 games, but total 81 goals in 737 games.
That's a 1 in every 10 game, man. Then.
It's not bad for a centre-back.
It's not bad, but let's go on that specific season. Hold on.
Hold on. Go the other way. Oh, stop it.
Oh, you're a down scroller.
I'm a downer.
You're a down scroller. I'm an up scroller.
No, let us know in the comments. Would you prefer to down scroll or to up scroll?
Oi, have a look.
Have a look at this.
Have a look at that season there.
1990, you were not alive.
In 1990...
You were not alive.
Wait, listen to this. In 1990, Steve Bruce played a 50-game season and scored 19 goals from centre-back. That's almost a goal every other game.
Is that true? Oh, yeah, 50 apps. Wow. That, to be fair enough. You know your stuff.
I do know my stuff.
Do you know what's funny is you weren't even alive in 1990, so what were we even doing?
I was watching from the womb.
I was -2.
I was -4.
So why are what are we doing here?
Not -4 out here, is it?
It's not -4.
It's actually lovely weather out here.
It's beautiful weather. You've been tanning by the pool.
Yeah, I've been in the gym.
You've been getting your kit off again. You keep doing it.
As always.
People keep saying, put some clothes on.
People are wrong.
You don't get that tan for nothing, do you?
No.
It takes a lot of hard work and dedication.
And thank you to everyone that noticed that my eyebrows have been done. Shaped for your perfection.
Did you do that yourself?
No.
Oh.
No, I
got someone.
I employ someone.
Yeah,
I
fair
employ
enough.
someone. They're on the wage bill. Speaking of wage bills, let's get into Chelsea's. Should I just throw some names at you?
I'd love you to.
Okay, right.
I've got the stats in front of me.
Okay. Right. Would you say, because I saw this the other day, right? I don't know who I saw, but someone compared Nicholas Jackson to Gabriel Jesus.
Which is just insane, isn't it?
It's insane.
It's just absolutely insane.
But what they were saying, I can't remember who.
I heard the stat about Jackson.
It was someone on YouTube. I was watching someone's YouTube video, and they were comparing Gabriel Jesus to Nicholas Jackson. They were saying, you know, it might have been. They were saying it's sort of a like for like almost, and whatever. Not a like for like, but you know, someone that's up there that is really useful, but maybe doesn't give you that same goal return. Yeah. And maybe if you're not talking about style of play, maybe I can see where you're coming from. However, I'd ask you to go and look at the stats and you'll see that Nicholas Jackson does give you way more of a goal return than Gabby Jesus. But Gabby Jesus at Arsenal is probably on about, what, 220 per week?
I think he's on about 235, actually.
He's on about 235.
Yeah.
Okay? So that would mean that Nicholas Jackson, being a less established Premier League player, would probably be on slightly less, maybe 108 grand a week?
I think, but maybe 200.
Maybe 200 grand a week at this rate?
Yeah.
What's he on? Hit me.
Nicholas Jackson only earns 100 grand a week.
Now, if you are the starting choice number 9 for Chelsea Football Club...
Arguably top 14.
Yeah, easily top 14. We're in the top 4. Check table, mate. We're in the top 4. You'd expect to starting choice number 9. 100 grand is not to be...
It's not to be scoffed at.
Not to be scoffed at.
I'm going to go... If
we're going to rate it...
Yeah.
I'm going to go... Because I don't want to go over the top here and just make this... Listen, it's a Chelsea channel. But I don't want to make this just... an unwatchable watch for anyone that's not a Chelsea fan. So let's not go over the top, and let's say he is performing in line with his salary on 100 grand a week.
I think he's underperforming the salary. No, I'm joking. I think he's overperforming it.
Overperforming it?
Well, I think he deserves more money. I think he deserves way more money.
He's already had a rise because he came to us on about 60 grand a week.
But
he's already had a rise, 40 grand a week.
I've got a stat for you.
Go on.
Cole Palmer and Nicholas Jackson are nearly at the same amount of goals as Didier Drogba and Frank Lampard in terms of assisting and goals together. That is insane.
Similar partnerships.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. So to say that he doesn't deserve a bit more money, a bit harsh.
Let's finish in the top 4. Let's let him hit... How many league goals does Nicholas Jackson score this season? Honestly. So he's on what, 4? 3?
I think he finishes with 17.
17.
Is that too much?
That's not too much. I was thinking that he would finish with about... Do you know what? About 16, 17's about right. Because what it is...
Great minds.
You're always thinking of, you know, the goal in this game, goal in that game, goal in that game. But what you've got to remember is we play Spurs twice.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's 8 goals.
There you go. Yeah. There's 8 goals he's going to score there. No.
Play Man United twice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's Palmer's one's notched up. No, in all seriousness though, like it's just you do get certain matches where Nicholas Jackson might get a hat trick or he might get 2 goals, and it just bumps the numbers up, doesn't it? In all comps, he'll get over 25. He might not play that much.
I don't think he'll play that much in all comps, no. But look, mate, he's in my fantasy football team, so that means he's guaranteed goals.
He's in your fantasies, just
yeah. I dream about him every night.
Yeah.
So
okay, let me throw another name at you. Let's go with If we're going starting choice and nailed down on their positions, should we go through the nailed down positions?
Let's go start. Yeah, okay, forwards, backwards. Let's do that.
Okay. So Robert Sanchez is nailed down, isn't he? He is first choice number 1.
Yes,
it's a very important position.
And he was already playing in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So you think he should be on a decent amount of money? He's not too.
Can I guess what he's on?
Yeah, go on.
And I actually don't know this. Can I guess? I would say he's on. And I'm going to sort of go in line with when they were signed, and I'm going to say he's on 100 grand a week.
See, I would think he was on kind of about that. Bearing in mind he's played in the Premier League quite a lot. He was a decent standard goalkeeper. He's got caps for Spain, right?
Has he?
Yeah, he has. So I would think that amount of money. He's on 60 grand a week. That's not a lot of money for a starting level goalkeeper. Now, we can question his ability and whether he deserves to be starting, but in the last few games, he looks exquisite. And I'm going to put my hands up now, Joey, because we were sat in the studio, different country, different time, and we were saying, I don't know if Sanchez is the man, but those performances...
Not me,
you were saying it. No, you were questioning it as well.
I've never questioned it.
You were questioning it as well. You were saying you quite like Jorgensen.
Never questioned Sanchez.
You quite like Mamashvili as well.
Never questioned Kukurea.
Yeah.
And I've never questioned Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah, you never questioned Ben Chilwell's
Don't look
hair
at the receipts, just take my word for it.
Yeah, you never questioned Ricardo Mudrik's tattoos.
The butterfly, I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan. Okay, so 60 grand a week.
Is he overperforming, underperforming, performing?
Can we take it as a whole? Can we not go this season? Can we go his time at Chelsea?
Go on.
Performing.
I would say performing
He's
as well.
He's not overperforming, he's not underperforming.
Yeah.
You might. I don't want to. I want to sort of contextualise this by saying this is Chelsea's wage bill. So it's very easy for me to go, oh well, if he was at Man United, they'd probably give him 800 grand a week. Yeah, they probably would. Yeah. But that's Man United, and we're Chelsea.
I've got a question for you. Where do you think we are now in terms of the Premier League? Like Chelsea in comparison to the other teams in the Premier League. What position are we?
We had this chat. What in terms of the wage bill?
Do you know that?
The wage bill.
Yeah.
There's a few names on there that bump it right up. So say, for example, if you still, I don't know if you do, but if you still count Raheem Sterling, if you still, obviously we've got rid of Lukaku now, but Ben Chilwell, Reece James, they're both on big wages. Enzo Fernandez, I feel, is on highly big wages. So there's a few names on there that really bump it up. It's like how our age last season was massively heightened by the 39-year-old Thiago Silva.
So for context,
yep,
it's about 120 odd grand of Sterling's wages that are still on the books.
Yep.
We're paying Sancho 100 grand of his wages.
Fair.
So yeah, that will put it into context for you. Obviously, we've still got Reece James and some other high earners on the books.
Yep. Okay. I would say we are definitely below Arsenal, Man United, Liverpool. Oh, are we below Liverpool? Yeah, we are. Liverpool, Man City. They're the definites. So there's 4 that I believe are above us, yeah?
Okay.
Is that fair?
Well, we'll find out in a second.
And then I would say we're probably higher than Spurs, Villa. Yeah, I would say everyone I've just named. I would say Chelsea are below on the wage bill. Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, and definitely Man United. I think Man United have probably got the second highest.
So, in terms of per week, what people spend on wages, Man City are top. They are spending £3.8 million a week on wages. Then it's Man United on £3.5 million a week. Then it's Arsenal on £3.3 million a week. Then...
Didn't even look at this.
It's Chelsea.
More than Liverpool?
On 3.29. So basically,
we spend... Salah about 350 grand a week, aren't they?
Listen to this, though. We are spending almost exactly the same as Arsenal's wage bill right now. Bearing in mind they've got players on huge wages, like Havertz is on a massive wage. You know, there's a lot of money going in that Arsenal squad.
Yeah.
Think what Declan Rice is on to pry him away from West Ham. So we're on, as I say, 3.2 million a week. Liverpool, 2.4.
Yeah, that's
big
low.
Difference.
That is
big
low.
Difference. Then you got Villa on 2. Tottenham on 1.9, Newcastle on 1.8, West Ham on 1.7. What do you think Ipswich Town spend in comparison?
What do we spend?
We spend £3.3 million
per week.
Per week.
Ipswich probably spend 700 grand.
633.
I was going to say, that was my next guess. I was going to say 633.
You were. I mean,
was
you're
gonna say
always
633.
thinking it. You know your stuff. You know your football wages.
There you go.
So, yeah, one shows you the disparity between the Premier League. But also, I would say, I was surprised to see us at that high. Now, what they always say about Premier League wages is there's almost a direct correlation between how much money you spend and where you finish. So, bearing in mind Man United...
So that's why Man United are second in the table. Let me just look at the Premier League.
They're second in the table.
Where
are they in the
actual
actual Premier League?
I don't know.
Let me think about it. Do you know what? Let me just scroll down for a second. Yeah, let me just pull it up. Premier League table. Now we're gonna have to scroll a bit.
That says
here.
Man City second.
We're gonna have to.
It says Man City second.
We're gonna have
not
to
Man
scroll.
United.
We're gonna have to scroll down. Scroll down.
Oh.
14th.
Yeah.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
That's backfired.
Yeah. Brentford,
God.
I think.
Hold
let's
on,
have a
where
look
are
at Brentford.
Chelsea in the wage bill? We're fourth.
We're fourth.
Oh, right, okay. Where are we in the... We won't be fourth in the table because Man United weren't in their place.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Where are we going to finish?
We are fourth.
Let me check. Fourth.
Oh, we're fourth.
Yeah. But where does that mean we're going to finish?
Where are we in the expected points table? Just off the top of my head.
First.
Are we first?
No, we're not.
I thought we were second.
No, we're not.
Second,
I don't think we are even second. I think we might be fourth.
No, we're not. We're second.
I'm going to pull that up.
Pull it up.
Pull that up, Jamie.
Expected points table. I believe that Chelsea are second.
Are you? How much do you want to put on that, money-wise?
We'll have a tenner on it. Where are we?
Fifth.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Go on then, get some room service in the game. We give it a room
There's
service.
not much you can get for 10 quid, to be fair.
I'm contributing towards. Right, let me throw a few more names at you. Nailed down spots. Let's go with Levi Coe. And I'm going to give you a little bit of context here. Academy graduates, unless your name's Marcus Rashford, are never on that much money. And this is not that much money. Because it's a decent wedge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
But they're never on the same amount of money as, let's say, for example, a guy you bring in for 50, 60 million from La Liga or something like that a lot of the time. So I would say that Levi Coe, it wouldn't surprise me if he was on around 100 grand a week.
You are absolutely spot on. Now, the context here is very interesting in that, if you think about our starting centre-backs, would you say that Levi Coe was the better player?
Out of him and Wesley Fofana?
Yeah. Is Levi Coe our best centre-back?
Yeah, and he's the player performing to the higher level at this moment in time. But I don't want to... You're picking between two players that I'm happy with both. I'm happy with both. But Levi Coe is the better player for me.
Yeah.
People, and a lot of my quotes, some of the things I say age like milk, but some of the things I say age really well.
Would you say there's more milk or more goodness?
More goodness. More goodness.
Because I see a lot of your titles that say age like milk. Am I just reading into it a bit too much?
Probably, yeah. No, you probably. This age is like milkshake.
No, to be fair, the last one was about Gary Neville, wasn't it? Or Cara.
Cara.
There you go.
Cara, yeah. And then everyone was going, Liverpool top of the league. And it's like, yeah, I didn't say Liverpool was shit. I said his comments of age like milk. Like, oh, sorry, I'll delete the video now.
You got me.
Yeah. Guilty. Right, okay. Levi Coe, so he's on 100 grand a week, is it?
Levi's on 100.
How much is Tosin on?
Tosin's on 120. So there you go. Tosin's on more. Where's he Fofana?
Tosin's on 120.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that Tosin has ever even had a higher Premier League finish than Levi Coe. Think about it.
Brighton. When Levi
Coe
was at Brighton.
Yeah.
Was that one of their better seasons?
Yes.
Was that not one of Potter's
earlier
seasons?
No, I finished about 9th. In fact,
Fulham.
I don't think Fulham were in the league that season. They weren't.
No, that can't be true.
I don't think they were.
What year was that?
I don't know. They might have been. They might have been. But Tosin, I wouldn't say should be on higher than Levi Coe. Fofana, how much more than Levi Coe is he earning per week?
Double.
200 grand a week.
He's on a lot more than Levi Coe, which is incredibly surprising. But when you think about it, we're prizing a young player who was probably one of the most hot prospects at centre-back at Leicester. We were having to get him out of that club. I think a lot of other clubs were interested in him. Yep. There were rumours about Real Madrid being interested in Fofana. So
let's go. Overperforming, underperforming for Levi Coe. I think we both agreed that he is overperforming in line with what he's being paid at the moment.
Yeah.
Fofana, I would say, is performing. He's in the middle.
200 grand.
What would you say he's underperforming?
I mean, for
if you take
£200
if you take it as a whole, but what I try to do is I try to steer away from saying, oh, well, he's injured all the time, whatever, because it's like, yeah, but he doesn't pick to be injured. So when they give these contracts, you know, they don't really think, oh, maybe they should.
The context is important though, isn't it? Because if he's £200 a week, he's in probably the top 10% of the centre backs in the Premier League, maybe the top 5% in terms of wages. Like, you think, who's going to be on more money than him? Diaz, maybe? Maybe the United centre-backs because they just pay stupid wages.
They will.
I don't think Saliba and Gabriel will be on more.
I don't think Saliba's
so then I'm going to go underperforming.
Saliba was already at Arsenal, wasn't he?
I'm going to go underperforming.
I'll go performing, but if you want to go underperforming...
£200 is ridiculous.
Okay, let's move over to my boy, the saviour of Chelsea Football Club, Marc Cucurella, left back. I'm going to guess it now. It's not the best guess because I've obviously looked in the past, but I've got a rubbish brain. Cucurella, I would say, is on about £180 a week.
He's on 175, so you're very close. Now, what I find very interesting about this is if you... there's a very good website that we're using for these wages called Capology, and what they do is they rank where your expenditure is in terms of your team. So they look at the goalkeepers, the defenders, the midfielders, etc. Right? If we're actually drilling down, not just into sort of general coverall terms, but actual positions, the left back is by far the most expensive per player that we pay in terms of wages.
Of course, yeah.
Because Cucurella's on 175. And then you look at Ben Chilwell.
Well, let's just go through 3 left backs, and one's not really a left back, but we'll put him there in terms of Vega.
Yeah.
Let's just go through them, right? Okay, so Cucurella, 175. He's playing 2 positions for us week in, week out, I would say.
Plays all over the pitch,
you know, this is the funny thing. You know how we always say, like, oh, they're inverting Malo Gusto. How often have you been at the Bridge this season and just seen 2 left at the back? It's just for Fowler and Colwell.
Quite often,
They're just leaving 2 of them there, and obviously Caicedo's there to help out. But if you actually look at the what's the website I use? They sponsored for a while.
Squawker.
No. I use Score. Listen, if it was Squawker, there would never be me forgetting the name. Believe you me, I know exactly what Squawker.
I just thought that was a bit of banter between us.
No. Squawker are my guys. SofaScore.
SofaScore.
SofaScore. So I was looking on SofaScore and I was looking at the heat maps, right? And the Cucurella heat map is almost identical to the Malo Gusto heat map.
Yeah, true. Fair enough.
Everyone's going, oh, they're going to invert the right and the left. We're fucking inverting both of them, mate.
Yeah, but that's all just where the ball is in the pitch, isn't it? I love that. Maresca is he's a very clever man.
Well, he's manager of the month.
Yeah, well, stop it. Yeah, deserved it. Yeah.
That's a party.
I mean, after all that, did you think at the start of the season that he was going to win manager of the month in October?
Yeah.
You called it again.
Yeah, I think October, November, he'll win manager of the month.
That's what you said.
December, they might give it to Ruud van Nistelrooy in December because he's had a good little start or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, they got some hard games, so probably not.
England coming in and taking Thomas Tuchel.
Tommy Team. How do you feel about that?
Happy.
Really?
Yeah. Happy enough. I
don't like seeing him back.
I don't like Lee Carsley.
No, well, not after that Greece result.
Looking back on when we first met, I cannot escape and I cannot... Do you miss him?
They love it.
Carsley, you're the one.
Doesn't
go, does it?
No, it
Carsley, you're the one.
No, we need to come up with a new one.
Played for Everton, but you were a shit player and a manager.
And now you're getting sacked. Is that the way the song goes?
No, because he's going to go back to the under-21s, isn't it?
I think he deserves to go back to the under-21s. He was doing very good things for them. Won the Euros. So, Tommy Tuchel, who's going to have an outstanding performance for England under Tommy Tuchel? Who's going to be his player?
If he can come through his injuries, Reece would be happy to see him there.
Oh, God, yeah.
Wouldn't he?
Oh, do you know what?
Because let's be honest. No. Can we just address the elephant in the room here? Walker, gone.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate, but your legs have gone.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't know why I'm smiling, because I'm making a case for Reece James. He's never even on the pitch. Walker, gone. Wan-Bissaka,
look silly. Yeah, he's not even anywhere near the squad. I mean, Trent probably will be in the team.
Great player.
Yeah, Trent will probably be in the team. Do you prefer Trent at DM or as a right wing back?
Trent at DM is very... Sorry. Sorry. Trent at DM reminds me of Enzo Fernandez at DM. He's there.
I'm not going to say anything.
He's occupying the pitch. I'm not going to say anything. He's occupying the area.
I'm not going to say anything. You've obviously got a massive agenda.
Oh, massive agenda. No, I don't feel like Trent at DM offers you any sort of defensive.
I understand what you mean,
ability, I don't know.
but that's mad to say though, considering he is a defender.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there you
going
go.
through the
There you
left
go.
backs. Ben
Yeah.
Chilwell.
Yeah.
I know what he's on. He's on about 250 grand a week.
200 according to this.
200.
So still a lot of money.
Heavily underperforming.
I would say probably one of the most underperforming, considering we wanted to sell him.
Yeah.
So not looking good. But then there is another left back.
Oh, there's another left back.
Also a DM.
I call him Chelsea's Yaya Toure.
You do, yeah. Never played at left back, Yaya. Played at centre back.
He could have done. He could have done.
Never played there. This guy's going to be playing against Liverpool.
Renato Vega. Will he be playing at left back against Liverpool?
He will have to be because Cucurella is suspended.
Yeah, and I don't think he'll be inverting as much. I think he'll be. I think that'll be flat back line.
Rate it.
Rate
it. And then Gusto pushing up like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Now Renato Vega.
Not on a lot of money, Joey.
Okay, but if you put it into comparison, 175 for Cucurella.
Yeah.
200 for Ben Chilwell.
Yeah.
Renato Vega, even if he's not on a lot of money, you'd expect him to be on young player coming from the Portuguese league. Was it the Portuguese league he came from? I think it was Swiss league. Okay, that does change things. I think if you understand what clubs are paying players, and especially different nations and whatnot, you would imagine that we've bumped him up a little bit and brought him in on 70 grand a week.
I think that would have been fair, yeah. 60, 70 odd grand. He's on 25 grand a week.
Oh, how's he living?
How is he living?
How is he living?
People get really annoyed when we say that because they don't think we're being sarcastic.
We're not.
Oh, I'd love to be on 25 grand a week.
25?
What would you do with 25 grand a week? How many holidays would you go on a year?
Brasses. How many holidays? Well, I've already been on about 10 this year. If you count this as a holiday.
It is.
25 grand a week, what would I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, what would I do?
Would you buy a fast car straight? What would be the first thing you buy?
A family holiday.
Really?
It's the first thing I did when I got money.
Yeah. Straight to Tenerife.
Took the family away.
Yeah.
25 grand a week, what would I do? I'd probably stop buying like Aldi own brand ketchup and just start buying Heinz.
All the posh ketchups, mate.
You
learn all about Tiptree.
Ketchup,
you learn all about Tiptree. Not sponsored, but if you do want to sponsor us, reach out.
Oh, they'll be watching.
They are producers of jam, but also very expensive tomato sauce.
They better not mix the pots up.
Do you know what?
If I thought I was putting a bit of ketchup,
and there was a bit of strawberry jam in there.
you know what I mean?
You'd be fuming.
Imagine that. Dip a slice of your margarita pizza in a bit of jam.
You know you've got fan favourite.
It's got no right being there.
You know. I think you say it correctly, but everyone corrects it. Yeah, fan favourite. I say ketchup as ketchup every time.
I've noticed that.
And I can't stop saying it.
Yeah.
Do you want to catch up?
I'll catch up. Yeah.
Yeah. Tomato sauce is lovely.
Yeah.
So yeah, we spend a lot of money on left backs, but Viega's only on 25.
However, you say we spend a lot of money on that. If we can get Ben Chilwell off the books, and it sounds awful, I'm saying that. I know, but
where's he going to go?
Napoli.
Do you know what? I still think he ends up at Man United.
Yeah.
I still think he does.
Wouldn't surprise
They
me.
need a left back desperately.
Enzo
Who would
Fernandez.
be more injured, before we go on to Enzo, who would be more injured? Luke Shaw or Ben Chilwell? If they had them in both in the squads,
they would sink it.
So
one would be injured, one would be fit. They would sink it. Because everyone knows you picked to be injured. So.
Yeah. Enzo Fernandez comes in and he's probably one of the most sought after DMs in the world.
He was our most expensive signing at the time, fresh off the back of winning the World Cup. You would imagine that he wasn't on that much at Benfica, although Benfica are still a powerhouse in their own country. Maybe not so much at this current time in world football, or at least at the time that we bought Enzo Fernandez. You would imagine young player as well. He was 20 odd when we signed him. Do you know what? I don't think he'd have been on any more than 40 grand a week at Benfica.
I could see that being true.
And do you know what?
I could see that being true.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
He was a World Cup winner.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I think he was somewhat of a surprise inclusion for Argentina. Maybe not a surprise inclusion in the squad. Maybe not in the squad. But he was somewhat of a surprise presence in the lineup. Because I think if you go through and look at those games, I think maybe the first match against Saudi Arabia, by the way, big up.
What happened?
Beat them 1-0.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he was even in the lineup for that match.
When I think of Argentina, I do think of attacking quality, but I never really have ever rated their defensive options.
Don't say that. Can't talk badly about Enzo Fernandez.
I mean, he won a World Cup, so he can't be that bad, can he?
He's not that bad.
He can't be that bad. But we do have to, let's just say this, right? Let's just leave it at this. The performance that he did the other day, I can't even remember who we were playing, Forest.
Yeah.
The performance against Forest was appallingly bad. And the people that I was sat around in the stadium, they were baying for blood. They were desperate for him to leave.
But these lot think I'm really harsh on Enzo Fernandez. These lot think I'm really harsh on him. Well,
can we have a brief discussion then about Enzo Fernandez? Because I think this is important. He should be performing at a very, very high level. For 180 grand a week, a World Cup winner, a player who is captaining the side week in, week out.
Captain. By the way, captain, when you've got, just off the top of my head, Cucurella, Levi Coe, Fofana, Caicedo, who puts in captain-like performances for me at the moment, week in, week out. Yep. And the obvious one's Cole Palmer, but I would say, don't even give him the armband. Just let him do his thing, mate. Just let him do his thing. You don't need the armband. With it, yeah. But yeah, I would say for me, personally, I'm just saying that the two standouts I've named there would be Levi Coe.
He would be my number one.
Would be my number one for captain. And if not, I think on the consistency of his performance is probably Caicedo.
Caicedo. Does he have the sort of the personality to be a captain, Caicedo? I think he probably does. I think he has captained Ecuador. So that tells you everything you need to know. But yeah, I personally feel that performance against Forest, I think he could have been hooked at half-time.
He did get hooked about 70 minutes, didn't he?
I think it could have been earlier.
Listen, there's no agenda against Enzo Fernandez on We've this given him a lot channel. Of praise. Giving him loads of praise. Yeah. There's no agenda against it. You don't need to get in the comments and go, the Enzo hate. It's not hate.
We want him to be a success.
It's the like... Mate, if I was making a channel, if I had a channel 20 years ago, you'd be going, the Shevchenko hate, the Shevchenko hate. It's not that. When you bring a player in for big, big money, and this player is now 2 years in nearly to their time at the club, young or not, I'm not saying I'm going to hold him by Cole Palmer standards, but I just want to hold him by, like, Malo Gusto standards. Maybe the man next to him, Caicedo standards.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that, am I expecting Enzo Fernandez to be going and winning games for us week in, week out? No. But I read a comment the other day that said he's a cog in the system and that's why I'm not seeing it. No, I understand football, mate. Like, it's not just about being a cog in the system. I'm saying there are lacklustre moments that I want to see ridded out of his game. The reason I hold him to high standards is because I've seen how good he is. So I believe he's a brilliant player. That's why I hold him to high standards.
True.
You won't get me talking about a player who I don't really rate. You know, I'm not going, yeah, you know, Jorgensen, he's got a good save percentage, but where are his goals and assists? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not being unreasonable, am I? I'm just saying, like, it is what it is. Right, let's move on. By the way, performing, underperforming, overperforming, 100 what? 75?
180. I think it's verging on underperforming.
Verging.
So maybe, should we say performing? No, I'm going to say underperforming. It's a lot of money. And I'm just scared of these lot. I really like Enzo. And I think, do you know, was it the Palace game that we were without Enzo?
No, he played really well in the Palace game.
What was the game where we played without him? Bournemouth?
May have been.
I think it might have been Bournemouth. I think we missed his passing ability in that game.
Yeah.
So you can put your hands up and say that. We love Enzo. Shall we move on to the next player?
Yeah, let's go Caicedo.
So yeah, Caicedo, he should be one more than Enzo, surely. Just because of his ability.
Importance to the team,
key player.
Importance to the team.
If he got injured, touch words, we would be in trouble.
Right. True or false, Caicedo is the second most important player to this team. In terms of, if you take one player out of the lineup, Chelsea are less likely to win. So, say for example, very obvious, Cole Palmer is the most important
Cole Palmer
player.
FC, Joey. Cole Palmer FC.
Cole Palmer FC. Cole Palmer is the most important player to this team. If you take Cole Palmer out of the team, you get a lesser performance. Call pre-season, it doesn't really matter, whatever you want. But I think there's a reason why we weren't winning those games in pre-season, and the reason is Cole Palmer. Okay, so for me, Cole Palmer is the most important player to this team. I would say the second most important player to this team is Moises Caicedo. Controversial take?
I think that there's an argument to say that Caicedo is the most important player at Chelsea. Now, the reason is this. There's a lot of depth up top. Like, if Cole Palmer did, for whatever reason, get injured, and I'm not belittling Cole Palmer's influence. In fact, I've said very clearly on this channel and my own that Cole Palmer is one of the best players in the Premier League and should actually be ranked at a Haaland level, maybe even advanced of Haaland.
One of the.
It's the.
It's the.
I'm just trying to be. I'm just trying to be polite.
Cole Palmer's the best player in world football, and I'm not bantering. I'm not blue tinted glasses. Cole Palmer, at this moment in time, is the best player in world football.
More Premier League hat-tricks than Cristiano Ronaldo.
There you go.
Just leave that there. More goal contributions in the Premier League than Haaland in the last 12 months.
There you go.
Just stats. I could actually keep throwing
more goals in Euro finals than Haaland.
There you go.
More matches in Euros than Haaland.
Just better player.
More caps for England than Haaland.
Better goal conversion rate than Haaland.
More goals for Chelsea than Haaland.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So.
More goals for Man City. Oh no. Okay, that's where it falls down.
So I think Haaland would love to have Palmer behind him.
I think Haaland is Cole Palmer's boot boy.
Yeah. But what you're saying is, if you take Moises Caicedo out of the team, maybe we hang our hat on Lavia, but there's a little bit of uncertainty. Massively if we take Cole Palmer out of the team, I believe there's a drop-off, but I tell you what, João Felix ain't a bad player.
João Felix ain't bad, but also Christopher Nkunku's
not a bad player.
He's waiting there.
So yeah, I get it. What's he on?
So Caicedo, 150 grand a week. Less than Enzo.
He's overperforming.
I think he's overperforming massively.
If they bumped him up to, let's not even go ridiculous. If they bumped him up to 200, I wouldn't bat an eyelid.
No, I wouldn't bat an eyelid. Do you know what? I think he's worth 250 plus.
There you go.
If you think of his impact.
Oh,
he's constantly underrated, Caicedo. I absolutely love him.
Let's start rattling through a few of these. What we'll do is we'll do the entire first team because we pretty much know the starting berth now.
Yep.
And then you can just rattle through some of the others. Maybe you can test my knowledge.
Go on then.
On them, we guess some. So Cole Palmer, let's go on to Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer, love it.
You ready for this?
Yep.
Let me tell you a little saying, right? Cole Palmer last season was on what? 45 grand a week or something?
I think he might have been on about that, yeah. Maybe even a little bit less. Just shows you.
Okay.
Come through an
Obviously,
academy.
wages are changing, so we'd have to find some way of contextualising it in terms of like the highest earner, the lowest earner, and then seeing what the going rate was.
He would have been in the bottom. He would have been in the bottom 25% of our earners on 45 grand a week.
He was player of the season last season in the Premier League. Did he win player of the season?
For Chelsea, yes.
Didn't he win like young player of the season?
He won the Premier League young player, but obviously Foden won the player of the season, which we all know was a joke.
What a load of shit.
We all know was a joke.
What? I'm not even... What a load
I'm not even bantering at this point.
Rubbish.
Like Foden, Saka and Palmer, you know that Foden is sitting at home.
Clear. Anyway, so let's give him player of the season.
He is player of the season.
No, let's give him Premier League player of the season for last season.
Okay.
Yeah. Right,
let's give him the awards. I'll fly up to Salford.
Sorry, mate.
Get it?
Yeah, so he's player of the season. Has a player ever in the history of the Premier League won player of the season being in that bottom 20?
Nowhere near. Letitia, did he win it?
Did he win it?
He was probably on quite a lot of money for Southampton.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
Can't think of any other.
I don't think player of the season has ever been won by a player in the bottom 20% of the wages.
He just breaks record every day. Cole Palmer's breaking a record.
But he's not on 45 grand a week now. He's not on 45 grand a week now.
He's not. Do you want to have a guess?
He's had it topped up. The old Benson bunts. The thing is, what should he be on? If we're going
300.
300 a week. 300 a week. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
But if you say to someone, "Oh mate, we're going to double your wages," that sounds good, doesn't it?
It does, but maybe you need to go triple.
It doesn't when you only go up to 90 grand a week.
Yeah.
I think to have got him to sign that contract.
9 years, by the way.
9 years. Yeah. Let's go. I actually don't know what he's on. I think now. I don't think they'd put him on crazy because I think he'll go each season. He'll keep getting increases.
Fair enough.
And he'd understand that. So I think they've maybe put him up to 150 grand a week.
He's only on 130 grand a week.
That's ludicrous.
So to put it into context, he's only
10
grand a week more
for the extra 20 grand per week.
Well, I think maybe even more than that.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to give him more than 20 grand extra. To put it into context, Tosin Adarabioyo, he's on 10 grand less.
That's mad. But they do give him chippy chips, don't they?
He loves a chippy
chip. They changed in the canteen.
He loves a chippy chip.
Cook chippy chips now.
Now let us know in the comments before we explain it if you understand what a chippy chip is, because Joey taught me all about chippy chips.
I know what a chippy chip is.
I didn't know what a chippy chip was. In fact, if I'd have guessed, it would have been the opposite of the actual thing that chippy chips are.
Let me give you it on the steak scale. We like our steak
Medium rare.
Medium rare. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Peas in a pod.
Okay. So if you say
we'd have
if
everything.
you say
we've been sharing meals the whole trip.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the rest. If you say the, I've got to be careful. Right, chip shops. I'm not on about Superfish. I'm on about the same chip shops that they do sell fish and chips, but they also do Chinese takeaway. You know them chip shops?
Yeah.
Their chips would be rare. Yeah?
They would be very rare.
They'd be rare on the scale.
Yeah.
Right?
Then you've got fish and chip shops.
Then you've got fish and chip shops, and they're like sort of medium rare.
Yeah.
Medium.
Yeah.
Then you've got kebab houses. And the right ones, if you say, boss, can I get chippy chips, they'll give you them well done. And what that means is they're a little bit crispy. And in this,
but they do fries normally.
This territory
they would just be
the
chips.
World, in this territory of the world, which is the Middle East, the Middle East just naturally do chippy chips, don't they?
They go for it. They do extra fried. And do you know what? They're way better.
They are.
They are way,
I said
way
that
better.
on Paul yesterday. I said,
you
these
did.
chips are banging out.
You said they were the best chips you've had in a very long time. What are the best chips you've ever had?
Probably these.
That is insane. There you go. Let us know how you like your chips. Do you like your chips rare or well done? Please
well
do let
done,
us know.
chippy chips.
I think there'll be
balsamic vinegar on top and loads of salt.
Balsamic vinegar is mental. I love it.
classy
It's very
man.
posh. You've gone crazy. You have. You need to calm
classy
down.
man.
I think a lot of people in the comments will be saying they prefer fat chip shot chips that are soggy.
No, fuck
That's
that.
not a chip.
No.
That's just a roast potato.
That's a potato.
Yeah.
That's a potato.
Yeah.
That's the difference between Cole Palmer and Bevo.
And let us know your condiment of choice that you have with your chips, because I know there are people in the comments right now saying mayonnaise. And
No way.
What are you thinking?
No way.
What are you thinking?
You can only have one condiment with a chip.
I think there'll be a lot of people saying there's another one.
What?
Especially from a chip shop.
Ketchup.
No, but there's another one from a chip shop.
Burger sauce. I might dip a chip in a bit of burger sauce.
What about if you're in Newcastle? There'll be another sauce as well.
Curry sauce.
Curry sauce. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's second.
What about gravy? A lot of people have gravy on it as well.
That's weird.
What about KFC gravy? People love KFC
I'd have
gravy.
that. I'd have that with KFC chips. Yeah. Good. That's a good point. That's a good point.
So let us know your condiment of choice for your chips. Top quality content.
Cole
you get from this channel.
Cole Palmer is overperforming in accordance to his salary. Let's move over to Noni Madueke. What's Noni Madueke on? Let me guess. 85 grand a week?
Noni Madueke is on 50 grand a week. That is criminal, isn't it? To put it into context, should we have a look at Pedro Neto? How much do you think Pedro Neto is on a week? And bearing in mind, those two boys, they're competing for the same position, aren't they?
Do me a favour. You've still got the tab open, I can see. Now you've got the Premier League wage bill.
Yeah.
What position are Wolves in that table to help me make
Wolves are 18th. They're right down
can't
there.
have been on much there then.
But he was
their
their best player by a mile.
because he's off the books.
Yeah, exactly. 18th. Come on.
I think Pedro Neto's on 130 grand a week, which is the same as Cole Palmer.
This is going to blow your mind. Pedro Neto is on 160 grand a week.
Well, you say it would blow my mind.
He's on 30 grand more than Cole Palmer. He's not even in the team.
It's mad. In comparison to the Premier League, that's not mind-blowing at all.
It's not.
Like, that's just what? Pedro Neto, how much is he on? Just under 200 grand a week? Yeah, you know what I mean? But to say he's at the moment kind of in the B team, and say he's on what,
160.
160. He's on over 3 times what Madueke is on, and Madueke is taking his spot at the minute.
Can I say this as well, though? This is very revealing that Noni Madueke is only on 50 grand a week. Why is it revealing? Bearing in mind what he's done recently. Noni Madueke, when I'm sat there in the stadium, everyone is shouting, pass. And do you know the reason why Noni Madueke prefers to shoot than pass the ball and get an assist? Because he's got a wonderful goal bonus in his contract.
Really?
This is my theory.
Oh, it's your theory.
This is my theory, but I'm almost certain it's true. He is incentivised by goals.
These boys, all of these, will have a top 4 bonus in their contract.
But they'll have a goal bonus as well.
Love a goal bonus. But all of these wages will be probably astronomical come the end.
If they go into the Champions League, they're going to go up 20% minimum.
Yeah, and then if we win the league?
Oh, it'd be huge. And it's quite likely that we will win the league. So, Todd, start budgeting now.
What odds would you put us at to win the league? Because the bookmakers have us at about 25 to 1.
I was literally going to say 20. But should we do a fun one? Why don't we just
I'd say 15.
Why don't we say 15? Yeah.
12. Let's go 12 to 1.
No, I wouldn't make my money back on 12.
Let's go 12. Let's go 12.
Okay, fine.
Let's go 12.
Fine. What would Man United be to win the league? Not for any reason, just for fun.
Man United to win the league. Conference
Same
league.
as Leicester?
Conference League.
Same as Leicester? 5,000?
Leicester had some good players.
They had some really good players.
I don't think you
Did
can
the Leicester team that won the league have a better team than Man United have now? Is that crazy to say?
Are you serious?
Is that crazy to say?
Well,
no, but come on, Man United fans would laugh at that.
Okay.
Man United fans would laugh at that.
Onana. Schmeichel. Yeah? Danny Simpson or...
Mazraoui is the right back.
Mazraoui's pretty good. But Danny
Simpson.
Wes
Morgan.
Hoof
Wes Morgan.
and Wes Morgan.
Over.
Or
Ligt.
Johnny... No. Who's actually playing?
Maguire and Johnny Evans.
I'd go Robert Hoof, Wes Morgan. You know what I mean? Let's look at the midfield. Mahrez, or let's say Mahrez was their best winger. Yeah? And Garnacho is Man United's best winger. I don't care whether Garnacho's performing to a high standard. Mahrez every day of the week. Oh, should we have a little look? Oh, you got your new boy, you Kante. Oh, is he better than N'Golo Kante? No, he's not. Okay?
What about Vardy? What about him?
Vardy Hoyland? No, let's not even get into that. Leicester piss all over that Man United team. Let's go over Pedro Neto. We've done it. We've done the whole team. No. Pedro Neto. Jadon Sancho, left winger.
Jadon Sancho. Well, we're paying a portion of his wages because obviously he's on loan. But the portion that we're paying is only 100 grand a week.
Nice. Who's paying the other portion? I can't remember where he came from.
I can't remember where he came from either. They don't pay a lot of wages where he came from either.
What Man United still paying him?
Well, I believe he was on 250 grand a week.
So they're probably contributing 150 grand a week towards
to get him to play
finishing in Champions League slots.
Much higher than them.
And 12 to 1.
It's not looking good. To be fair, we're doing it with Sterling, but Sterling's been shit, so
who cares? He has been rubbish, hasn't he?
He has.
He's been rubbish.
Yeah. God. We knew he was rubbish.
No, I thought he'd be good there.
No, but we knew he was rubbish.
Havertz?
So. Yeah, Havertz has done really good things for them.
Havertz is all right. He is all right. We got to admit, we've got to hold our hands up where it's due. He's all right.
He's all right, but what's his best position?
What Chelsea player that left in that window is doing the best? Mount. No, I'm joking.
No, it's not Mount, is it? Yeah, it probably is.
Maybe N'Golo Kante.
Yeah.
Playing well for Al Nassr, making the French team, starting every match in that last Euros. Maybe N'Golo Kante, I'd say.
Yeah. Cover, maybe?
Cover's doing well.
Starting for City.
Yeah. But I always say it, and people will laugh at me and say, what are you going on about? It's easy to do well for City.
Yeah.
It's easy.
I mean, fair enough.
Enzo Fernandez would be a great player for City.
115 charges.
Enzo Fernandez would go to City and be balling out.
He would. He'd probably displace Rodri.
No. We're on. What are we on here? 47 minutes.
God, we've been going on for it. Yeah. God. Shall I whip through the rest of them?
This is one for the hardcore. If you're the hardcore, comment hardcore, hands up, comment section.
Say no, comment I like it hardcore.
Yeah, do that. Let's just rattle through a few that we haven't named. Your boy, Mykhailo Mudryk, I believe he's on 90 grand a week.
100.
100 grand a week. Overperforming, underperforming?
Performing. 100 grand a week isn't that much.
Based on the logic that you've answered some of these with.
Do you know what the rumours about Mykhailo Mudryk is? You know everyone's been saying he's going out on loan in January. The rumours are his agents and all the club people around the club, they're not looking to offload him. He's going to be involved in the squad.
You'd offload him.
A lot more than that.
No, but just quickly,
yeah.
What is the percentage difference from 100 to 130?
30% increase.
30% increase. Is he playing to a level 30% less at this moment in time than the level Cole Palmer's playing at?
Well, if he got the game time, potentially, yeah. He's not on that much money. 100 grand a week isn't that much.
What's Nkunku on a week?
Nkunku, I'm going to scroll up because he's very near the top. He's on.
Yep.
Do you want to have a guess? Quick one.
Yeah, go on, I'll have a guess. 190 grand a week.
195.
I'm pretty good at this.
He is our fourth highest earner. I understand that though. He's older than all the other boys.
Hold on, fourth highest. So above him is Chilwell, James, and what? Enzo Fernandez.
Big Wes.
Big Wes.
Do you remember when you were questioning that call whether he was underperforming?
What did you? Yeah, maybe he's underperforming.
Yeah.
But only in our scale. If you base it on a Man United wage bill, that's a pittance.
No, but I think if you base it to the comparison to the rest of the Premier League, I think it's also still underperforming.
We're paying João Felix a week.
João Felix on 170. Remember, Cole Palmer on 130, João Felix 170.
And João Felix has had a few moments of brilliance since he's been back at Chelsea.
Permanent signing, João Felix.
But what we said about the first loan spell was, moments of brilliance.
Yeah.
We didn't say consistent week in, week out. But then again, you can't really say anything because the point you just made about Mikhailo Mudryk was, well, if given the opportunity, João Felix is off the bench. And
what's he doing in the Conference League? How many goals and assists he got in the Conference League?
2 goals and assists. 1 goal, 1 assist, I think.
You think João Felix, he should be playing Champions League football. He should
about that little
destroying
about that little scoop against Barrow, though.
Oh, mate,
I tell you, there's probably been clubs in the Champions League worse than Barrow.
That's bollocks. Every club in the Champions League this season would beat Barrow.
Yeah, this season.
This season, yeah.
We've played some shitters in our time, though, haven't we? We've played some rubbish.
Do you know what? I heard a great quote about
João
João Felix
Barrow
the
better
other day.
than Young Boys?
No. Young Boys are better.
Young Boys are pretty good, aren't they? Weren't they Swiss?
What a great name for a team, that Young Boys. I kind of wish we were called Young Boys. We are Young Boys.
We are.
I heard a great description of João Felix the other day, which was he's the best rubbish player.
Oh, no.
He's like a really good rubbish player.
No.
Is that harsh?
No, that is harsh. Ziyech.
People loved Ziyech, though. There'll be people in the comments now going absolutely mad that you slagged off Ziyech.
No, they won't. They'll go mad if I've slagged off Pulisic.
yeah. They'd be even worse if you slagged off Enzo.
He's the LeBron James of soccer.
Do you know what's really funny is, I think Christian Pulisic has scored in 8 games consecutively for AC Milan.
What's that fella's name? Brendan Johnson. He's scored in 8 games or so since deleting his Instagram.
All he had to do was delete his Instagram.
There you go.
He's just getting way too many DMs.
There you go.
He was just watching all those Fortnite videos on Reels.
Yeah.
Do you ever get those Fortnite videos? Do you ever get a bit of Minecraft?
No, I get sometimes when someone's talking, they're playing a little clip below it and it's like someone going down a slide or something.
A slide, that's GTA.
Okay.
Do you watch those?
No.
Maybe you should try that on some of your Reels. Put a little bit of GTA underneath.
Can't even get into TikTok at the minute.
Joey said he's going to buy a PS5, guys, so let him know what games he should be downloading.
I'm not really a gamer, but
you might be
now I'm gonna be proper, like threatening year 7s with the headset
Oh god, yeah. There's very controversial news in the gaming industry. Very quick one. Football Manager 2025 has been delayed 5 months. It was meant to come out in November.
That would hit you hard.
I
mean, it wouldn't hit you in the pocket because we know that you're...
We'll get it for free.
Will we?
If we ask.
Will I get Undisputed for free? Can you give me that?
We'll try.
Okay.
Joey was playing Undisputed the other day, which is a boxing game. What was your favourite? Did you ever play a boxing game when you were a kid? There was a game called Let's Get Ready to Rumble, which was fantastic.
So I used to play this game. If anyone can remember it, it was called... What was it called? You were like running around a shopping mall, just battering people.
Zombies?
No. It was in a shopping mall.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah? It was chaos. Everyone's running around this shopping mall like saying bad's happened.
Yeah.
And you were just battering people.
Yeah.
State of Emergency, it was called. State of Emergency. I used to play that. I used to play GTA, but listen, I didn't do many missions. All I will say, if the cars are rocking...
What were you doing?
If the car is a rocking, don't come a knocking.
What were you doing?
And no, I wasn't paying. I was shooting her after.
That's coming out next year, GTA 6. There you go.
Coming out for about 20
Get excited.
Years. Right. Should we cap it off there?
I think we're good. Yeah, I don't think there's any other massive surprises, to be fair. We've done Noni Madueke. Remy Alave is only on 45 grand a week, which is pretty surprising.
I'll give you one for the road.
Go on.
Mark Yu is on either the same or more per week than Jorgensen, Gusto, Romeo Lavia, Renato Vega, and Cesar Casadei.
Do you know what I can't believe is Cesare is only on 7,500 quid a week.
He's playing. It's more than Mark Yu's doing.
He's playing, but he's not on a lot of money. There you go. That was the Chelsea wages.
You lot let us know your most surprising wage right there. We will see you all in the next one.